Hey guys, Chicago injury lawyer Scott DeSalvo here, in severe need of a haircut. But today's topic of the video today is $15,000 no money in your injury case? So what do I mean? Well, I'll tell you a quick story about something that happened. I represent a guy who was in a car accident. He had about 2 months of treatment for a spine injury, like your typical whiplash, neck or back. 2 months of treatment. No x-rays or MRIs that show any permanent injury. And there was an offer on his, so 60 days of treatment, discharged with no complaints, no problems. And he stands to put, from the initial offer from the insurance company, he stands to put between $12,000 and $15,000 in his pocket on the first offer. Now, if you're familiar with my other videos, you know that we never take the first offer. Virtually never. There may have been a couple of times in my career I took the first offer because there was a weird situation going on, but usually you never take the first offer because they've always got more money. But even with the first offer, I could put $12,000 to $15,000 in this guy's pocket. And he told me that's no kind of money. He knows people who weren't even hurt at all, who got 3 or 4 or 5 times that much for no injury at all. And I guess this video is in sort of like calibrate your expectations. You know, I work very hard to get good offers on my clients. We look at every angle. We work files up before suit as good or better than anybody in the country. And you know, I am not afraid to fight or haggle or put a case into suit. But when you're also somebody who says, look, I need the money, I need the money, I need the money, I need the money, and then we get you the money, and then what is actually a really good offer of, you know, $15,000 in your pocket, tax-free, for 60 days of non-debilitating pain, that's a pretty good offer, especially as an initial offer. Now, I may end up putting about $20,000 in this guy's pocket. The lawyers are paid, the doctors are paid, everything's paid. This guy's going to put 20 grand in his pocket, and this is the same guy who was complaining that it was taking too long, even though his injury was less than a year ago. So, less than a year ago, 8 months ago, we were able to get all of his medical bills in and get the insurance company to make an offer within several months of him being done treating. And the initial offer puts 15 grand in his pocket for 60 days of pain and suffering. And he's mad that the case wasn't over sooner, and he's mad and dissatisfied that the money isn't bigger. So, honestly, when I have clients like that, it disappoints me because I know I'm dealing with a client who's never going to be happy no matter what I do for him. I'm not going to fire the guy. I'm going to keep working and see how high we can get the offer up. But I know that this is the kind of client who doesn't appreciate what I'm doing for him. He's got people in his ear bullshitting him that within 30 days of a car accident, somebody handed him $1 million just in case they have a hangnail or a week of a upset neck. That doesn't happen. That does not happen in injury cases. I've represented a lot of people over the years who say, oh, my cousin was in a car accident and he got money in 60 days and they gave him $1 million. Is he crippled? Is he paralyzed from the neck down? No? Okay. Well, then your cousin is bullshitting you. Or you're bullshitting me because you think if you express disappointment with my services, I'm going to work harder. Really, all it shows me is that your expectations are not realistic. In a small personal injury case, if you were hurt for 60 days and you're putting $15,000 or $20,000 in your pocket and you're doing it in less than a year from the date of the accident, that's a good outcome. Now, if you have a permanent injury or your treatment is ongoing and you have permanent problems that are going to be with you for life, or you have a huge wage loss claim, then yeah, it's reasonable to expect more money. But what I tell people is it takes two to tango, and the negotiations have to start somewhere. So these negotiations started at a very good number. I'm probably going to be able to get the numbers way up. And we did a good job. I mean, listen, I got an offer within 30 days, in less than 30 days, of me sending out the demand letter. I think we're between 2 and 3 weeks of me sending the demand letter out. We already got an offer for the guy because we do excellent demand letters at my office. So my point is, we're doing rock star work for a guy in a smaller kind of injury case, and it is not a great feeling for me to have, skepticism, disappointment, the suggestion that I'm not doing it right. I mean, what am I supposed to conclude when somebody says the offer's not big enough and it took too long? They're saying I'm doing a bad job, right? So calibrate your expectations, especially on the small cases. If somebody's telling you you had a 60-day injury and you're going to get 50 or 100 grand for it, you're not going to. That just rarely happens in this day and age. Will I say it's not going to happen? I've settled some pretty short-term injuries for a lot of money in my day, but it's certainly not common. So anyway, word to the wise, work with an attorney you can trust, who you know works on the cases and does a good job. But don't, you're not going to settle a case 60, 90, 120 days after the accident. It takes time to negotiate with these insurance companies. They don't just give you their max offer out of the gate. Your lawyer is actually doing a lot of work in the background. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you and your family are well. If there's anything I can do for you, or anyone who's been involved in an accident needs a lawyer, please give me a call, 312-500-4500. Free call, free consultation. You can call anytime, night or day, any day of the year. 312-500-4500. If you're not ready to talk to a lawyer, I still have you covered. I have 2 killer tools. People are using these tools on my website, and they love them. I'm getting a ton of positive feedback. So the 2 tools are called the Case Cash Calculator, tells you what your case might be worth. The other one is called the Good Case Calculator, tells you whether you might have a good case or you might have a case with some challenges, okay? Best part is these tools are free on my website, links in the description. Free, no obligation. You answer 7 multiple choice questions off the top of your head, and in 20 seconds flat, you have custom information about your injury situation. And it tells you the value of your case, what it might be, and whether you might have a strong case or a case with some real problems. So check them out, links in the description. I'm getting a ton of positive feedback. People love them. They might be of use to you. Otherwise, I have over 300 injury videos on my channel that you can check out, so please consider subscribing and liking this video so YouTube knows to send it to other people to help answer their questions. If you have a question that you want, the best thing to do is call me at 312-500-4500, or leave a comment in the comments section. I read the comments, and maybe I'll shoot a custom video answering your question. Finally, if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor, it would help me out a lot, and it would be a favor I would always appreciate and never forget. I am in a very competitive market, and I'm a small independent firm. If you would not mind giving me a 5-star review on Google, I'd really appreciate it. Link in the description. All you do is go to that webpage on your phone, tablet, or computer, click 5 stars, say a kind word, hit submit. Literally takes you 5 seconds to do, but it really helps me get clients and let people know that I'm one of the good guys, and it helps me get hired on injury cases. So if you wouldn't mind doing that, I'd really appreciate it. If you don't feel comfortable, that's cool. You can still watch my videos, use my tools, subscribe, ask your questions, because this is what I do. I help people, but I make my money by representing people, so I need some clients, obviously. Anyway, thanks again for watching, and I hope you and the family are well. If there's anything I can do for you, give me a holler, 312-500-4500. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Take care.